So taking mum through a resistance training session today, and I want to highlight how someone with an acute lower back flare-up can still get into the gym and do appropriate, suitable movement patterns. So we're picking a resistance exercise with a back support. So her core and her lower back isn't having to work right now to support herself. Still able to lift. This is the heaviest she's ever lifted. So that's 20 kilograms, which is 4 plates of resistance. We started on 1 plate of resistance only a couple of months ago. So a really bad counter. How many is that?
12.
Okay, 12's enough. So that's just highlighting that we can still come and stay very strong, like still lifting heavy weights when your back is bad. And then this routine is gonna highlight sort of how we target or work around the lower back. I'm getting her up onto the box because for a myriad of reasons, she doesn't like getting on the floor. She gets vertigo when she gets down on the floor on her back. And also when your back's flared up, it is hard to get down that low. So we have the boxes available, much easier, and we still get access to these certain positions, which are much better to do lying down. So we're going to start with a glute bridge. What you want to do when your back is flared up is work the muscles around it in suitable positions. So we're going to target the glute muscles. So can you dig your heels into the box, hips in the air, squeeze your glutes, hold them there for a couple of seconds. Yep, down. We're just going to do 5 double leg ones so you get a feel for those muscles turning on. Yep, nice and smooth, 3 more. Good. Keep the weight firm through your heels. Sometimes when you're in pain, it's good to feel the muscles working without feeling the pain get worse. So when you do that movement, lower back pain doesn't get aggravated.
No.
Say no.
No.
All right, now we're gonna go up with 2 legs because it's easier to go against gravity with the 2. So up and hold, but now we wanna make sure each side's working competently. So focus on working the left glute and then take that right foot away. Hold and then lower slowly. Lower your hips slowly. So keep that.
Oh, that's right.
It's all right, do
Sorry.
it next time. So we go up with 2. Now you're gonna lift, hold, and then lower the hips. Good. Now both legs back in. So we do the hard part of the movement, which is going up because that's working against gravity, holding for 2. Yeah. And now you're gonna lift the other leg. So the right glute's working, holding it, make that right glute work, and then lower slowly. 1 more each side. So up with 2. Make sure this left one's working now. Hold there, and lower slowly. Good, 1 more. Drive up hard, make sure the glutes are on. Did we just do that one? No?
No.
And lower, 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 and relax. And just, yep, have a moment between exercises. No pain.
No pain.
Okay, so everything feels fine. Cool, so we've got the glutes on, so that's the back side of the pelvis. Now we want to get the hip flexors working, which is the front side. Okay, so now we're trying to target the front of the hips to complement working the back of the hips, which is the glutes. And the beauty of using resistance bands to do that is you can pick light ones, like thin bands. They're not going to provide too much resistance, but enough to feel the muscles working. So I pick a thin band. I'm going to loop it over each foot. Yep. Like that. And then over 1 knee. Yep. Okay, now keep these knees at 90 degrees. Good. That's good. Just feel comfortable. This knee keeps into my hand, like keep that nice and firm, as this foot is just gonna push out against the band. Yep, so keep this knee into my hand and back, control it back. 1. It's gonna do 5. Keep this, yeah, 2. Good. Well done. 2 more, and you can, this knee wants to come off my hand, and the hip flexors are working hard to keep them there. That was 5?
Yeah.
Yep. So then we swap sides. Yep. Okay, now this knee, keep it firm into my hand. Push out, control it back, keep it down. Yep. That's 1. Push, push, push. 2, good. and you feel this hip working.
Yeah.
3, 2 more, 4, 5, and relax. Good. The other like major muscle group that we can try and activate / strengthen is the core muscles or the abdominal muscles. So a good way to do that is not having to think too hard about tensing, because that can cause, you know, bracing too much. So you just want those muscles to turn on naturally, I find. So I figured out a few tricks of doing this. So we'll get into a dead bug position. Yep. Legs up 90 degrees, arms up dead straight. Now just getting mum to firmly hold onto that foam roller. You're not gripping it with your hands because that's upper body, but if you just have it in the forearm and the thigh, it creates a clamping motion which creates tension down here through the midsection. So just holding that, not squeezing too hard, just firmly holding it. This leg is going to slowly go all the way out and tap and come back. Yeah, so a knee, the first stage would be keeping the knee bent and just tapping down like that. Does that cause pain?
No.
Good. 1. Go again. Slow, steady, smooth. If I was to try and pull that foam roller away, mum wouldn't let me. That's a good reminder just to stay firm there. Yeah, remember, not bending at the knee, you're actually moving at the hip. That's better. Good. Now, if you can go a little bit harder, you straighten the leg out. Don't go too far. Yep, that's it. And that makes it a little bit harder, puts a little bit more tension on the core, which can place the lower back under stress if it's sore, but it seems okay.
Yeah.
Cool, that's enough. Swap sides now. So the X-band crab walk, we have already done a set of this, so I'm hoping you remember how to do it, standing inside the band. A lot of people do side steps, crab walks with bands, which turns the glutes on. This is how I like to do it, to bring in the upper body as well. So you're making an X. If you look at it front on, it looks like an X. So we're getting tension at the shoulders, the rotator cuff muscles, whilst we're doing very controlled, deliberate steps, which is turning the outside glute muscles on. So when we did the glute bridge, we worked the bulkier glute muscles at the back. Now we're getting the ones up on the sides around the hips. Really good for hip stability, which supports the lower back. Yep, just get back to the end of the track, keeping those hands out. Yep, elbows down. Good. We just did a heavy lat pull down, and we did some core work, some glute work, some hip flexor work. So we've targeted all the muscles around the lower back. You can see you're holding your hip because it's always sore. And you're inflamed. You've been sore for about a month now.
Yeah.
Did any of that make it worse?
No.
No, it didn't make it worse, and we got to improve circulation to the area, blood circulation, which helps with inflammation and helps with recovery. Thanks,
Thank
Mum.
you.